Nashville's rock station 102.9 The Buzz, the local buzz, and I got Reece Young live on the phone. What's up, man?
Hey, bro.
I got to tell you, man, you know what's funny is I follow the New Rock playlist on Spotify, and so I had already been checking out your tunes, and I had no idea you were a Nashville cat until you emailed me on Instagram. And so it was funny whenever you emailed me, I was like, well, I was just checking his stuff out. I had no idea. Are you a Nashville native?
That's crazy. Yeah. I actually went to college here and just graduated. So I've been here for about 4 or 5 years.
Okay, nice. So close enough to be a native. I've been here for 9. So yeah, we're about the same boat, I guess. Well, I'm loving the new tune, man. It's very cool stuff all in my head. We're going to play it here in just a little bit. But dude, so I wanted to ask you, so you obviously have all these songs coming out, and somebody actually asked me a question about you, and I was like, I would never give away secrets. But how have you been getting attention during a weird time where a lot of artists can't play shows? I saw you had an Instagram post, I believe it was from like last March, and you said it was the last show you were doing for a while. How have you been able to gather attention and get all these cool playlist spots and stuff during such a strange time 2020 was?
Yeah, so the last show, it's crazy. The last show we played was a week after the tornado hit and a week before the pandemic started.
So crazy.
So it was insane. We played at the end and it was a lot of fun, but I owe a lot of credit to my manager. He does a great job of linking me up with all the connects that I need and getting. It's hard enough to make the music, you know. I mean, that's the easy part. Making the music and it's getting people to listen to it is the hard part. So the business side of things, I owe a lot to my manager. He's done a great job.
Yeah, and it's a time I feel like it's easier than ever to get your stuff in front of the right people, but it's harder than ever to get them to care, if that makes sense. So it's a strange time.
100%.
You know, it really is a strange time. I feel like back in the day, getting a demo in someone's hand was nearly impossible. But when they got it, at least they really would listen and actually cared. So it's very cool to see young artists getting the attention like that they definitely deserve. Do you play live as a 3-piece, or how many people are in your band? I know you're kind of a solo artist, but how many people are in your band?
Yeah, solo artist, and then I got a guitar player, a drummer, and my drummer runs track too. So nice. 3-piece. Right,
I love that. How long have you guys been playing together for?
Since I got to Nashville, so we've been 4 or 5 years.
Oh, right on, man.
Yeah, literally, my roommate, I met him. He lived across the hall from me, and he was like, I play guitar. And I was like, all right.
I love that, man. There's nothing worse than like a Nashville story where someone brings up the word auditions. It's like, I love when bands just kind of naturally meet. I've played in bands most of my life, and I think that's just the way you should go about doing it. So I love hearing
we're all super tight, super good friends, and it's been a great ride so far, and I'm hoping to keep riding it.
Yeah, no, I love that, man. What are you guys planning for like 2021? I mean, I know it's probably still too soon to talk about shows, but are you releasing some more singles, or what do you guys got planning?
Yeah, I could let you in on some secrets if you want to know.
Please do.
Yeah, so we're looking at, this isn't confirmed or anything yet because of the state of the world right now.
Yeah.
We're looking at playing Riot Fest.
Oh, nice. Up in Chicago? Dude.
Yeah, out in Chicago. All but confirmed. Just got to make sure that it's actually happening.
Yeah.
Just got to hope the vaccine gets out in time,
Absolutely.
And then the plan is to do a single every other month. So I got another one coming in March.
I think that's what it is, man. It's keeping the content coming, keeping the songs coming. And as long as they're good, why not just keep pumping them out? I love that. Reece Young talking to him on the local buzz. One thing I do with bands when they come on the show is I play the 5 random question game, but I always ask if they'd like to play. So Reece Young, would you like to play the game?
Oh, sign me up, man.
All right, man, let me get the music started here. There we go. All right, question number 1 on the local buzz. I'm not getting political. It's just an honest question. So President Trump was banned from Twitter a couple days ago, and a lot of people are up in arms about it. I know he is probably as well, too. I wanted to ask you, would you rather be banned from Twitter like that, or would you rather be banned from Instagram like that? Which social media platform would you rather lose?
Oh, I would rather lose Twitter. I find the worst of news on Twitter when I'm not looking for it. You know what I mean?
It is true. It is true. It always brings me down.
Instagram's like, my mom posted a picture of the dog. I'm going to like that.
That is a good point. That's a very good point. Question number 2. What is something about, you've been living here for about 4 or 5 years. What is something that is newer to Nashville that you really don't like? I'll give you an example. For instance, one thing I don't like about newer Nashville these days is all the traffic, obviously. Ever since we moved here, it's gotten worse. What's something you don't like about the newer Nashville situation?
So I went to Belmont University.
Yeah.
And I absolutely hated the people there. So if anyone from Belmont's listening, just know that I'm on the radio. You're not. Yeah, take that as you might.
Revenge is sweet. I love that. All right, question number 3 with Reece Young on the local buzz. A couple days ago, my phone went out, so I didn't have a phone for like 4 days, which was actually pretty awesome because the government couldn't find me. I loved it, but I didn't like. Yeah, it was great, but I didn't like that I couldn't listen to music. I missed being able to just listen to whatever I wanted to. But a buddy of mine on Twitter, Bootleg Dead is his name. He sent me a really cool bootleg of one of my favorite bands, Soul Asylum, from a show they played in the '90s in Chicago. So it made me think about like some amazing live records. What's one live record you really love?
I actually have. I grew up a big pop punk emo kid, and I have a Fall Out Boy live vinyl that they played. I'm trying to think. They were in Phoenix, and it was like From Under the Cork Tree, like that record.
Oh,
and
way back.
At the time when I got it, I was like, oh, this is just another record. And now looking back on it, how big it is. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. And it's kind of in the early days too. So I like when it's like the early stages of the band. It's hard to listen to big arena live records. I like listening to stuff like that when it's like when they were starting to break big and there's still some hiccups along the way, you know? That's awesome. Question number 4 with Reece Young on the local buzz. What is something you miss most about life pre-2020? The way things were normal. What's something you miss?
This one's a layup here. It's playing shows. Playing shows. It gives me purpose, and I really miss just being up on the stage and playing with my best friends. And I also miss going to sports. I'm a big hockey guy. Go Devils, always. I miss a lot of things, but those are the big 2.
Right on. This actually leads to my next question. Question number 5, the final question with Reece Young on the local buzz. So everything finally cools down. The world is normal again. And you walk on stage, your very first show back. You grab that microphone. What's the first thing you say to the audience when you're finally back on stage?
Oh, you put me on the spot here. This is a tough one. I think I'm just going to be so overcome with emotion that I'm going to completely just black out that entire performance and not remember what I did.
I love it, and I'll be there to see it. That is great. Reece Young on the local buzz, the 5 random question game. Well, dude, where can people find you? What are your handles on Instagram and Twitter?
Reece Young Music, no spaces. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, you name it.
I love that. Well, Reece Young, the song is out right now. It's called All in My Head. We're about to play it right now. And when the world's normal again, I'd love to have you come in the studio and hang out whenever I'm allowed to do so again. I definitely miss the live element, but I'm thankful you got to call in, dude. But soon enough, I want to get you up here.
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks for having me. And shows like this is what keeping rock music alive, and I really appreciate what you guys are doing.
Dude, I appreciate that very much, man. It means more than you know. It really does. Well, let's get into this brand new song now. Reece Young, All in My Head on Nashville's Rock Station 102.9, The Local Buzz.